12. Good morning. Today is Tuesday, day 2 of class. Fairly excited. Open these curtains up. This yellow mustard looking tank top that will not get wrinkles out. Like, I had to FaceTime my mom. I was like, Mom, help me iron this. And she's like, oh, just put it on the table, put a towel over it. And I did. And apparently you have to make it wet too, and it did not get the wrinkles out. You would call me a wifey type woman. Yeah, no. And then again, I got the stun ass Peter Pan shoes. Let's give it up for the Peter Pan shoes. I don't know what cardigan to grab, but because I literally grabbed everything I would probably wear to Thanksgiving. That's the problem with me, is that I don't go out. I don't need to. I need to dress nice for Thanksgiving so my family don't ask me questions like, why do you look like a fucking bomb? What are you doing with your life? And I'm like, all right, so I'll buy some cardigans, Mom. Fuck. Actually, half of them are hers that I stole. Hey, Mom. Gives it a little contrast to the shoes. I don't know if I'm making any sense. Automatically became a fashion designer this week. You can twirl. Anyone know what that's from? Bridesmaid. This one has a hood. This one's like, I brought the pumpkin pie grandma. Like, oh, hell, where's the evaporated milk? I don't know if you use evaporated milk in pumpkin pie. I actually can't cook very well. Again, not good with wifey status shit. This one wins. Plus, I just got it, so it needs to be utilized. Okay, now I'm recording.
I just had lunch.
There's Dallas out in the distance, or we think it's Dallas. Like trying to get a head start on my edit, and then I realized I'm getting an adapter because I don't frickin' have my cable. So we can go to frickin' a store. It's over. Well, the class isn't over, but my day is over. Wait a minute. Hold up here. What is that? Okay. It says, while you were away, provide routine housekeeping services. So I'm pretty sure they just stopped outside and then put this card here and then just kind of gave me an explanation of why and how they have a service that comes by. So cool, because I'm definitely hiding kilos of Day is over. I could take off Peter Pan shoes. They're horrible. Yeah, I don't know why women are women, to be honest. This is the closest thing to a pair of heels I actually own. So I'm gonna change real quick. Clothing time. One last time to go and change into some Puma sweatpants. Hey! Alright, end of the day, spinny chair time. Once I hit the bed. Alright, I redeemed myself. So a couple things I wanted to actually go over for day 2 of class was actually someone doesn't know what a service advisor is or does. Now, if you're a service advisor and somebody asks you,
what do you do for a living? What does a service advisor do?
What are they? What is this? And you simply look back into their face and you say, well, everything. So pretty much what a service advisor does, and it's gonna sound broad, it's gonna sound simple, and it's gonna sound easier than explained. It's one of those jobs where you can't really know. You don't really know how it operates until you're in the mix of it. Do work at a dealership. It is a GM dealership. A lot of people who are familiar with mom and pop shops typically don't really know that service advisors exist. Personally, I'm one of those people who didn't really know that service advisors played such a critical part at a dealership. Now, if you have like your local mechanic, of course, mechanic's gonna call you and give you updates, or maybe like a lady receptionist or whatever. This is what's wrong with your car, this is how much it's gonna be, okay, bye. So what a service advisor actually does is pretty much that same thing, except on steroids. Well, at least, I don't know, this is how we operate. You have a schedule and you are assigned appointments, basically. I don't know, a lot of dealerships operate differently. We have our own technicians, each advisor at least does. It's like a team, if you want to call it. You are pretty much the middleman between the mechanic and the customer. Now, along with that, you're also dealing with extended warranty companies, calling, filing claims, getting authorization. Now you're like thinking, why can't the mechanic just call? And that's what my thought process was too. It's just a smoother operation, and it plays such a big part in the dealership, and it's also known as the hardest job in the dealership because you're basically getting ringed out, not every day, but quite often by people. It's a lot of customer service. Mechanics literally all the time are like, wow, I could never do your job. This is why I surround myself with cars instead of people. And a lot of people say, oh, you sell service. It's more like we're like telling service. Pretty much just giving you a broad explanation. I personally never used to take my vehicle to a dealership, and in that case, a shop, except this one time when I needed to. That's a whole nother story. We'll go over Audi TT stories, a separate blog. But besides the point, I had a stereotype on dealerships for sure. Like, I wouldn't trust them. A lot of that can be true, but I honestly would not be working at the dealership I am at right now if we were selling things that were unnecessary to be sold, if we lied, if we were dishonest to customers, because personally the type of person I am, like, I do not like that, and I would feel awful if that was actually the case. I'm very thankful for the dealership I do work at. Overall, just a great company to work for. Our dealership goes through an extended warranty company, and they are based in Texas. They also do training, and luckily I am fortunate enough to get better at my job. Like, it's pretty much free college for what I do and how to improve myself as a service advisor. Being in a classroom is not my favorite thing, so sitting there kind of makes my back hurt. I want to kill everyone. Besides the point. So that's pretty much what a service advisor does. Sounds so broad and simple, but you're also doing a million other things. You're basically micromanaging your own thing. It's a lot easier said than done, as cliche as that is. That pretty much concludes it tonight as far as dinner goes. I have no idea. Well, I will get back to you once something cool happens, like I go out. I might just chill in my hotel room tonight. I don't know. I also have homework for tonight. Pretty excited about that. I'm gonna stop rambling because that's all I know how to do. We'll see you when I see you.